I froze our joint account the day my wife went to visit her sister. That probably sounds cold, calculated, maybe even cruel. But by the time I made that call, I had already cried every tear I had left. Renee and I had been together for 9 years, married for 4. We built everything together, the house, the savings, the life I thought we both wanted. For a long time, I thought I was the luckiest person alive. Her sister Dana lives 3 hours away. Renee visited maybe twice a year, sometimes 3 times if the holidays lined up. I never went. Renee always said it was good for them to have sister time. I thought that was healthy. The first thing I noticed was the gas station charges. Not big ones, just $40 here, $30 there, always at stations I didn't recognize, in towns I'd never heard of. I asked Renee about it once, and she said she'd taken a different route to Dana's and hit traffic. Made sense. I moved on. Then there was the hotel charge. $212 at a Marriott in a city that wasn't Dana's and wasn't ours. I brought it up casually, the way you do when you already feel stupid for asking. Renee said Dana had a plumbing issue and they'd stayed somewhere else for the night. I didn't push. I wanted to believe her. I'm good at that. What finally cracked it open wasn't anything dramatic. It was a voicemail. Renee had left her old phone at home by accident. It buzzed while she was in the shower one night. I wasn't snooping. I just picked it up to move it off the counter. The screen lit up with a preview. Just one line. Can't wait to see you this weekend. Miss you already. The contact name was Dana, except the area code wasn't Dana's. I've had Dana's number for 9 years. I know it. I put the phone back down. I stood in the kitchen for a long time. I could hear the shower still running. I stood there and did the math. Every trip, every unexplained charge. Every time she came home a little lighter, a little more distant, and I told myself she just needed space. I didn't cry that night. I was too busy thinking clearly for the first time in months. I called our bank the next morning. I asked them to restrict withdrawals from our joint account. Not close it, not drain it, just freeze it so nothing could leave without both of us approving. Then I called my sister. She picked up on the first ring. I told her everything. She didn't say a word until I finished. Then she said, "How long have you known?" I told her I wasn't sure. Maybe months, maybe longer. She said, "What do you need?" I said I needed to not fall apart before I had answers. That Friday, Renee kissed me goodbye and said she'd be back Sunday. She seemed happy, easy, like someone with no idea anything had shifted. She texted me Saturday afternoon saying Dana was doing great and they were having the best time. Sunday night, she walked into a house where I was sitting at the kitchen table with a printed bank statement and a list of dates. She froze in the doorway. I didn't yell. I didn't cry. I just looked at her and said, "Tell me about Dana." Her face moved through 3 different expressions in about 2 seconds. Then she slowly sat down. It wasn't Dana. It had been going on for 8 months. Someone she'd met through work. She said it wasn't serious, then said she didn't know what it was, then stopped talking altogether. I slid the bank statement across the table. "The account is frozen," I said. "Nothing moves until I decide what happens next." She looked at the paper, then at me. She said my name like a question. I told her she could stay in the guest room or leave. I told her I needed a lawyer before I needed a conversation. And I told her that the woman who called herself Dana should probably know that whatever she thought this was, it had just gotten very complicated. Then I got up, poured myself a glass of water, and went to bed. I didn't sleep, but I didn't fall apart either. And that, for that night, was enough.